guess so. What's going on? Are the settings right? Nope. Let's take that off of the dun-dun-dun. Let's move you over there. Alright, okay, we are live. Okay, so I was gonna do a video in a couple days how I do it normally, but I figure I got 20 minutes. I'm just gonna do this live, that way I can hear your thoughts and opinions as well. Normally we talk a lot about The Walking Dead, however, we're gonna be talking about Game of Thrones. So if Game of Thrones isn't your thing, that's what we're going to be mainly talking about. I only got a half an hour, so first off, I'm going to dive right into my first impressions. It was the season finale tonight for Game of Thrones, and I liked it. Listen, first off, I can already sense there's going to be a portion of that fan base. And also, guys, let me know if the quality's good. Microphone check, the picture check. It's a little crisper. I think I might have it on the 1080p. Normally, I don't do that for live because it gets real glitchy, but we'll see how it works out. Anyway, I know there's going to be a portion of that fan base that says, oh, it was too slow, not enough happened, yada, yada, yada. I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm fine with that because we had so many different action episodes that were like finale episodes throughout this season, especially where Dany brought the dragon and she fucked shit up. Yeah, surprise live chat. I only got half an hour, but I figured let's just talk about this. I like this one a lot. I really like, one thing I want to dive right into is the Baelish. You guys know that Peter Baelish was one of, and also, I see almost every fan that I've ever heard of calls Cersei, and if you watch the behind the scenes stuff, one of the showrunners has always called her Cersei. And it's clear as shit. It's not just like something. He does it all the time. I've been watching the behind-the-scenes stuff for like 3 seasons now. And he always says Cersei. So I'm sitting here thinking like, why do fans get so butthurt over if you pronounce a name wrong? And I'm not talking about if you get a character's name wrong. That happens when you're talking fast sometimes. But yeah, he pronounces it different than most fans I've ever heard of. So lay the fuck off. Yeah, why the fuck did the dragon take the wall down? There are some problems. There are some problems. I don't want a dragon to shoot infinite ammo. I think that part is bullshit. I think it would have been better and added to the tension if the dragon can only shoot so much at one time. And then, you know, and I feel like the concentrated episodes, it's causing problems in these different type of aspects. If they had a little bit more time to make that scene breathe, they could have added it a tad. And I know we're saying realistic, and we're talking about dragons and shit here. I'm not talking about, you know, real in our real world. You have to ground something in its own contained reality. Like on Game of Thrones, they have magic and whoop-de-whoop, but it has its own parameters. It has its own set rules and shit. Like the one chick, she had to get the blood and put it in the fire. Blood from someone who was like king's blood, you know what I mean? So there's its own set of rules. If one moment she's using king's blood, and then the next moment she's just doing whatever the fuck she wants, that's not realistic to the parameters that they've already set up, like the rules they've already set up. So that's what I mean by the dragon. The dragon should have been like, okay, you know. So I feel you there. If you thought that was a tad unrealistic in that world, yeah, sure. But what I'm talking about as far as the Peter Baelish part, there was something bothering me about the scene between Sansa and Arya, and it still bothers me now even more so. The previous episode, they were doing this old song and dance bullshit, and there was just something wrong with Arya's attitude, and a lot of fans were like, it has to be misleading, they're working together, whoop-de-whoop. And when they brought Arya in there, I was like, Sansa, man, I'm starting to really like you and everything you've been through, and, you know, the strength, you know, in this character, surviving all the shit she's been through. And she's gonna do some shit like turn on Jon and, you know, turn on Arya. That is a road where I just want her to die if that's the case. I don't like this at all. I want the Stark children to work together. And then she was like, how do you plead to these charges, Peter Baelish? As soon as she turned her head, I was like, oh, it's on, you know. But the problem still rests with the previous episode where Arya and Sansa were in the room. Go back and rewatch it now. The only way it makes sense is if they figured maybe Peter Baelish is watching somehow. Maybe I don't know, because they're in a room alone together, and if you go back and rewatch it, you know, Sansa has like this overdramatic, like, oh, it's a knife and backed up. I don't know. It's like, maybe he can hear us talking in this room, so we got to make everything seem as real as can be. Okay, I buy that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick with that. But it doesn't matter. When they call Peter Baelish to atone for his crimes, and Bran was like, you held a knife to his throat, I was like, oh, it's on. All the Stark children are gonna fuck you up. And I do like that, though. He held the knife to, was it that same knife? No, it wasn't, was it? That was the knife that the assassin went to kill Bran. Why was I thinking, guys, let me know, didn't he pull that same damn knife on Ned? I hope he did, because that would be badass if he did that and then she cut his throat with that same knife that he held to Ned's neck. I think that would have been that'd be badass. But it doesn't matter, because they finally killed Little Fingerfucker. I didn't like Little Fingerfucker, man. Yeah, I'm happy. Little Fingerfucker is dead. He's not gonna fingerfuck fingers anymore. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we have Dany and Jon Snow going all Luke Skywalker on that ass. The showrunners were like big fans of what George Lucas did with Luke Skywalker and Leia. They were like, oh, they kissed, huh? Well, we're gonna show them up. We're gonna one up them. So now they're boning. It mixed with the reveal that John, unintentionally funny scene ever. Yeah, the one part I did like, though, is when Bran was talking and he says, like, oh, he is the king, you know what I mean? Not the king, he is, the way they said that, he's next in line for the true heir, you know, shit like that. Yeah, I like that shit, I really do. My own problem is, I don't want it to cause, you know, a wedge between him and Dany, because then it becomes an egotistical thing. Like, you want to rule for the people, like, but if this causes a wedge, like, you see Jon's a good dude. If you found out, oh my god, Jon is, you know, first off, related, you know, but if once that's okay, if you were just like, oh, you know what, well, this is a problem, whoop-de-whoop, then it's an ego thing. You just want to wear the crown, you know, just for your sole ego. But chances are they can deflate that by having a little bit of conflict, but in the end, use that conflict to bring them two together as a king and queen, if that's the direction they're going. This is Game of Thrones. They could kill them off, you know, which I don't think that makes any sense. You know, it doesn't make any sense for Cersei to win. I think that would be a horrible ending. Absolutely atrocious ending. It would probably ruin any replay value I would ever. I'd never watch a single episode of Game of Thrones again if it ended and Cersei won. But if it ended and, I mean, if the Whites won or just annihilated everything, that would be one hell of a twist. But if it ended in the most predictable way, I guess, which would be Dany and Jon ruling and it's happily ever after, I mean, that seems kind of odd to say in the world of Game of Thrones, like a happily ever after ending. Yeah, right. But this season makes me think that we might possibly get a happily ever after ending for the series, which would be good if you dealt with so much shit throughout the whole series. Your reward as a fan would be a happily ever after, you know what I mean? It's becoming cliche anymore to have those dark and twisted endings. I don't know, they got to do something a little bit different, but we're getting ahead of ourselves talking about predictions and shit. What else was cool? So Baelish died. They have the unintentionally funny sex scene between Dany and Jon. There was the reveal of his heritage. So now it's official. I know before it was like, it was official, but now it's like official. So even the fans that aren't keeping up with everything, it's right there out in the open for those fans. And that's a huge part of the fan base. There's millions of casual fans that don't read into the book. They don't go on YouTube, you know, doing videos and histories and all that shit. And so that puts it out there. There was, what else was there? Yeah, let me dive into some comments. I'm pretty sure oh no, when they brought out the white, I thought that was badass. I love that shit. You have the white charging at Cersei. Something they did there, I thought it was just glorious with the CGI. Now I watch it on my little phone because I got HBO Now, so I don't know if it looked like ass on the widescreen, you know, on a big TV, but I thought that was epic as fuck. But I have to say, I think Cersei did something genius and fooled Tyrion, and then turned around and called Jaime the stupidest Lannister, the stupidest, at the same time making one of the dumbest decisions in the world. Like, absolutely by far one of the stupidest things you can do. I mean, it gave me an instant migraine, which is, listen, and this is what I'm about to say. If she's going to betray them, that's fine. That's genius. Kill all your enemies, whoop-de-whoop, or let them kill each other and deal with the leftovers, which is dumb, because if it's the undead that win, they will absorb all the other armies, and if you thought you were fucked before, you don't stand a chance. Like, that is so asinine. That's insane. And I think it'll have something to do with Cersei having to get into the fight anyway because of them being outmatched. I don't know. It might come to that because Jaime rode off. And this is where I'm getting to one of the dumbest things in the world. She is not sending any troops. She's not sending any recon. She's not sending anybody anywhere to keep a fucking eye on what's going on. Now, maybe book readers or people who watch the show and they know every single little piece of detail. Maybe they have people they can rely on to relay. But if it was me, I would want like a little troop of my people going up there. Okay, you tell me if shit is getting bad. You tell me if they're winning. Like, keep a tab on this. I'm not going to just trust people sending me, because what if they realize they're getting played, and then whoever's out there, the different houses, what if they link up and ally with them and you're being fed bullshit information? Nah, fuck that. Cersei needs to send her own people over there and at least hear what's going on. That is what I'm saying is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, that they didn't do that. Melanie Grimes, that male booty was fucking nice though. That was a guy? No, I'm kidding. Dragon does not breathe ice. It's just blue fire. Ooh, yeah. Blue fire. That's badass. She tried to intimidate Jaime to keep her loyal, just like how she tried to keep her with him when she revealed she was pregnant. I'm calling Cersei's bluff. I don't know. I still don't think she's bluffing about the baby. You know what I mean? I still don't buy it. Even though I do think she is playing Tyrion, so she would definitely fake the whole baby thing. You know, she would do that so he would pick up on it. The Creeper with a super chat. Thank you for keeping the channel alive. Recently binge watched some of your older Munch Pack videos. Juliet is a riot. You two cracked me up. Good times. Thanks. I got 3 more that are recorded that I haven't had a chance to edit ever since I moved. So I have 3 more that are all like, they're both like, all 3 are, yeah, both. Nah, they're all like 20 minutes each. So if you like the Munch Pack videos, I'll post them. I gotta get to them though. But she starts, that's why I gotta cut this down early, because she starts school. So we gotta get things rocking and rolling. You can't cast from your phone to your TV. That's what I do. Holy shit. You know what? I can do that. I do that all the time on accident on YouTube. I'm always accidentally hitting that cast, sending the picture to the TV. Shit, I didn't even think about doing that on the YouTube, because with the I'm sorry, with the HBO app on YouTube, it's right there. It's one button. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. I'm gonna have to look into that. Way too much male booty, no homo. Screen capture that prediction. So the Night King has an ice dragon that spits ice, right? How does the ice dragon breaks ice? Help me out, I'm confused. Oh, yeah, they already told you. It's blue fire. Why aren't there more giants? Oh, I'm sure there's more giants. Oh, no, weren't the giants going extinct to begin with? So the ones that died were the last of the last, you know? What did you think about the episode? I liked it. I liked it. There's a couple parts that were like iffy, you know, and it did drag a little. It got me really excited. But listen, here's another thing. Even though there's 7 episodes, Game of Thrones has yet again did the same, and I I'm not calling bullshit because I still like this season. I liked it a lot. But Game of Thrones has yet again did the same damn formula that it has always done. And you could go back and watch every season. I caught on to this early too because they build up. They have something huge in the penultimate episode, the episode before the season finale. And the last episode of the season is not your normal finale. A lot of people, a lot of TV shows will end the finale and then set something up in the last couple minutes, you know? The last whole episode in the season is like a kickstart to a new season with Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? And they've done that. Go back and watch. You usually have a huge major battle in the second to last episode. In the last episode, almost the whole thing is a jump start to the new season and what's coming. You know what I mean? They did it again, but I enjoyed most of season 7. I enjoyed it a lot. Let me move over to the super chats to make sure I got everybody. Some of the people it hasn't been showing. I don't know why. Okay, we got the Creeper. What do we got here? What was Jon's real name? Oh, it was something lame as shit. I like Jon Snow, but it was Sands. What the fuck was that? It was Sands because he's wait a minute. No, wait a minute. No, I thought the Sands were bastards in Dorne, but he's not a bastard. He was he's a Targaryen. Now I'm confused. Okay, I think it was Sam who said he's a Sands, not a Snow. And then what's his name said he has a name, and then he said like, you know, I know it. I fucking know it. Hold on, don't tell me. I know it. It was it reminded me of Edark. It reminded me some shit like that. Just say it. I forget. Aegon Targaryen. That's not it. Aegon? Is it Aegon? Okay. Aegon Targaryen. Yeah, what was I thinking? I was thinking it was some Edark. Fuck. My mind shit itself. Aegon Targaryen. Okay. Aegon's not too bad. Will there be a Game of Thrones sequel or spin-off? I hear they're making a spin-off, yeah. When will you be able to get your review out? The episode, it's going to be a day or two. You know, that's why I'm doing this live stream, just to chit-chat. I'm going to try to do a review where I go through all the things I liked and didn't like. Yeah, it'll probably be a day or two. Tomorrow, for those who don't know, I have my comic coming out tomorrow. I'm setting up a big shipment to go out. That's going to be a big shipment to the UK for the stuff to get signed by the artist. On Tuesday, we're sending out the orders officially. The orders that don't need double signatures, all the regular comic orders, all the comic with signatures from me, those are starting to ship on Tuesday. I'm excited as fuck. Some of them got to wait till Thursday to get shipped out because there's something coming I got to put in some of those for Thursday. But this whole week, we're going to be shipping orders. Every day I set aside like 4 hours every day to just ship orders. So I'm excited. Also, there's like 30 signature series just for those interested. DoomsdayKingdom.com. Everything is sold out right now. We will restock it in a couple weeks, and we're going to add new stuff. But the signature series, there's like 30 left. They're the ones that come with the archival ready cases, the invisible backboard. Go watch the videos. I show it off too. So winter has come. Yeah, it did. All right. Chat didn't send. Oh, what's the chat? Do it now so it doesn't get lost. We have a super chat from Tyler. Massive thank you for the support. Helping to finance the channel and keep it going. Where's the yeah, it's Aegon. Tyler, tell me what the super chat was. That way I don't lose your thing. Speaking of this, yo guys, you know how I was talking before about a company like Makeup Path Presents was built and designed to be a company that creates stuff made by fans, like essentially to break it down into the simplest form, that's what it was. Like we would pull fans together and do little projects, like some shorts here. We would have our own little dun-dun-dun. Like the YouTube ad, apocalypse royally, like, just hurts. So that's on hold probably till 2019. I was gonna do it in 2018, start doing it, but 2019 we're gonna have to wait on that. But anyway, long story short, that's the idea I was gonna do. And I just seen this post on Facebook how some rich people from Hollywood, already working in Hollywood, said they want to set up this company to be owned by fans and then produce content for fans. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, my God, like, how ridiculous is that? It's owned by fans. They don't have any say. They don't get to vote on anything. But it's your own, so you're investing in it only. But it's run by people in Hollywood. And that just defeats the purpose. All you're doing is saying, instead of you working, instead of people in Hollywood working for people in Hollywood are crowdsourcing, to invest in their own company. It's like, you're just going to produce the same bullshit. Just fucking ridiculous. Anyway, how did everyone... That's what I'm saying. I thought Aegon was the other... whatever. Maybe the two Aegons are spelled differently. You know what? I tell you what right now. I ain't playing no motherfucking games. The dragon and the wolf. Let's see some man ass. I don't know. Wait a minute. I gotta take a drink of my iced tea, so hold on. Oh, I love iced tea. I haven't bought this one in a while. I like that scene where Jaime gets on the horse and he puts on his glove and that one little snow flake drops on his hand. I like that. I like that a lot. That scene did confuse me, though, because Cersei didn't kill Tyrion, and we know now it's because she was playing him, so killing him would be pointless to her plan, which is clever, But then when Jaime says, oh, have him kill me right now, whoop-de-whoop, she gives this nod like, okay, finish him. And for a moment there, I was like, oh, fuck, is this how they're going to take out Jaime Lannister? Like, for real? You know what I mean? And then he just walks away. And I was kind of like, what was the point of that? Like, I get Jaime's point, but Cersei's point, I don't know. I don't know.
So I've come here to help him. The truth about what? About himself. He's not. Dornish bastards are named San. At the Citadel, I transcribed the High Septon's diary. It's what the High Septon wrote in his private diary.
Hold on.
From this day on, he loved her.
You got Tyrion just creeping around. Hold on, I'm about to get the name.
Jon's real name.
His name is Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah, Aegon.
You have to protect him.
Aegon. That's how the caption spelled. But Aegon, yeah, it is Aegon. Big Dog, 1288. Love the content. Keep up the great work. You're my boy, Blue. My wife said I shouldn't send money, but I did anyway. Don't listen to your wife. No, seriously, thank you. Did she slap you because I said that? She probably did. Don't let her hear this. Shut it off. Shut it off. Talk about Beric and Tormund. They're still alive, right? I was assuming they're still alive, which also got me thinking, wait a minute, because they took down the wall and they made it a point to show them walking through the rubble, going to the north, like into the lands, you know what I'm saying? Which is an epic shot, and it's a hell of a way to end out the season finale. The wall's down, and they're walking into the land now. Like, they are past the other side of the wall. And, which, was the wall supposed to be magical? Somebody clue me up on what the hell that's all about. I thought, you know, the wall was supposed to be magical or something, or was it only magical because it was tall? Or did the dragon take away the magic? I don't know. So was Arya and Sansa playing Littlefinger the whole time, and did they realize he was turning them? Yeah, they were playing him. So does Rhaegar have two sons called Aegon? I don't know how that works. How did everyone get his name wrong? Who... Are you talking about everyone saying Aegon? Because we just confirmed it's Aegon. Maybe the two Aegons are spelled differently. Egg and on. Wasn't his name rumored to be? No, I don't know what his name was rumored to be, but that's not true. His name is Aegon. Aren't you happy I made you start watching Game of Thrones? If you want, you could take the credit, but you damn sure ain't the one. The person is the one who sent me the season 2, or was it season 3? The official person is the one who sent me. Now I gotta go watch. Because they sent me season 2 or 3. Go watch it. I think that what happened is they sent me, a map member sent season 2 or 3, and they thought I started or had season 1, and I went out and found season 1 like the next day on sale, and I even made a video about it saying, oh, I found this, it was only $20, whoop-de-whoop. I gotta go back and watch now because now I'm confused as hell. But if you want, take the credit, go for it. They must be tying it into the Young Gifts storyline. She didn't say Aegon. No, she did. She said Aegon. We just listened to it. It is Aegon. Bro, they clearly said Aegon in the show. Yes, it's Aegon. His name is Aegon. I think these people saying it's not Aegon, I think they're just trolling because it's definitely Aegon. The captions say it, and we just heard it. I don't know if you guys heard it in the microphone. The finale sucked. I disagree. I highly disagree. That's the thing, and I knew we were going to get people to say this. I bet you're saying it sucked because there was no action. I mean, we got some wrap-up with some characters, and the story is continuing. Everything's progressing forward. Just because we didn't have a big battle in this finale doesn't mean it sucked. We had, you know, 3 season finale worthy episodes throughout this 7-episode series. For me, shit, yeah, that's good, you know? So the last one doesn't have to be that bombastic. They're both named Aegon. So isn't there like 7 Aegon Targaryens now? Now here's the thing though. A lot of people might be saying Aegon from the book. Now you guys let me know, or you guys clarify, book readers. We need your help now. Because I've seen this happen with both The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. Something will be, you know, there will be an Aegon in the book. And then in the show, they twist things a little different, and maybe they don't explain things. And then they use a character's name on the show, like Bob Stuckey in The Walking Dead. Bob Stuckey is in the comic book, or the graphic novel. He's in both of them, but very different character. Completely different. The only thing that's the same is the name. But he is 100% the Bob Stuckey from the fucking book, you know what I mean? But since he's completely different, everyone goes, well, maybe we'll get a different one, whoop-de-whoop, maybe he's not the real one, but he has his name. So that's why I'm saying, like, maybe it's Aegon in the book, but they didn't cover that part of the story, so they just gave him the Aegon name. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I could barely get the main cast names right. So isn't there, like... I was confused because his name was rumored to be, see, yeah, I didn't even listen to rumors. I don't even go down that road. Oberyn, Hand of the Queen, holds a zombie hand. Poetic. Yeah. Yeah, why would Game of Thrones duplicate names? It's confusing enough already. Yep, there's a lot of Aegons. His name is Aegon. Yeah, man, ass. Hello, good night, Matt fam. Good night. She said Aegon, but pronounced it Aegon, basically. He's Aegon. For fuck's sake, yeah. Aegon. It's Aegon, man. Ass and iced tea. The gin and juice of ice and fire. Julian, sound. Maybe his name is Julian. Danny, Saul, John's, Aegon's. Yeah, did you see the, I put that meme that was going around where it said the weather's a forecast of 7 to 8 inches of Jon Snow. I put that in the thumbnail. Was it just me? But it seems like Tyrion Lannister was kind of pissed off after he sees Jon going to Dany's chambers. What do you think? Well, here's the thing that, yeah, I thought that was kind of odd too, because I don't want another character falling for Dany. I mean, maybe if that's how they're writing it, okay. I just, we have Jorah, and that's awkward even watching, you know what I'm saying? Because when someone is gonna if he believes in Dany and he wants to be loyal to her and support her and protect her, but also when he has a mad crush and she doesn't feel that same way, he looks weak and pathetic. He looks like a sad, pathetic puppy. He's just doing all this because he loves her and he's just trying to get in there. So I don't like those types of story. And for Tyrion, they just haven't built him up to be that character where I wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't like it. Now, I would buy it if he's nervous about what that could do. Like, his queen's going into some really fucked up territory right now. She doesn't need any distractions. She doesn't need any problems or issues, or she doesn't need anything else on her plate. You know what I mean? So if he's looking at it like he's nervous in that aspect, that's cool with me. I like that, sure, because he's her hand. He's the one who needs to be like making sure she's not going to be distracted heading into this war. It was magical until King touched Bran. I forgot about that part. How does that make it unmagical? Was it just me? But it does seem like... Oh, we're done. Thoughts on The Walking Dead Season 7? Here, I don't want to talk about The Walking Dead in this video, but I will mention this one thing. And I did mention this in 7 other videos, in case, Joe, you missed those. I fucking hate it. They lied to us. And if you want my full thoughts where I ranted for 10 minutes, go watch the latest, The Walking Dead video where... oh, you know what? That might have been the long live stream. No, the one before the long live stream. Check that out. I think, put it this way, I always get the Steelbook and the gift set, the box sets. The past 2 years, I've been passing on the box sets because I think they are not the value isn't there. They charge $120, and I think they've been cutting it back to where it's not worth that price at all. It's worth, $60, $70. I'll wait for it to go on clearance. But this year, I'm passing on the Steelbook because they just straight lied to us, and I think they did that purposefully. Now, they might release it later on in some Ultimate set, and I think it's really shitty that they're not going to come out and say that because so many fans bought it thinking it was going to be on there because they said it was going to be on there and it's not on there. So now that they have it, they'll end up in 2 months releasing an Ultimate set, and obviously fans will buy it because they want that. So they just, I feel like that's grimy and dirty, and I think they should have just came right out and said if they're going to release it or not. Anyway, I think the crashing the wall into the ocean should cause a tsunami. The wall's magic... So the magic was destroyed when the wall was destroyed. What's going on with Tyrion? Yeah. The real question is, where has Ghost been all season? I don't know. Waiting for power to go. What? Yeah, I miss Ghost. I forgot he was still alive, to be honest with you. Tyrion thought he had a chance. No way. I don't buy that. Ghost could have been the White Bear. You never know. Supposedly the mark... No, Ghost could not have been the White Bear. We do know, because that's a bear. And, Ghost is not a bear. It's a direwolf. Supposedly the mark of the Night King that Bran had broke the spells. Oh, okay. There was some spells. Weird how Rhaegar had 2 sons named Aegon. Drop it! We have, 8 Bobs in my family. 9 Dinos. I mean, we're... The Italian side, everyone's fucking named Dino. So maybe it's, maybe that's just how it is, okay? We got 9 or 12 Dinos. They got 2 Aegons. They can deal with it. Weird to think that Aegon Targaryen was... You can't spell Targaryen, can you? You just put Targ? I couldn't spell it either. I use spell check. Was talking to Aegon Targ, Jon Snow, and the Blind Man and a Nice Watch. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. My parents finally gonna start letting me watch Game of Thrones. The Telltale video game is straight fire. Oh, that's what's up. survived Hurricane Harvey. Oh, I've been so busy I haven't even touched the news. I feel bad for everyone hit. I hear there's flooding and stuff. I don't know how bad it is, but I feel terrible. Anybody that loses their shit with floods and fires and all that, I mean, especially people who lose stuff that can't be, you know, rebought, remade, rebuilt. I think that is probably the worst, you know. And I'm not talking about casualties, obviously. That tops it. But there was early warnings, and everyone was apparently, supposedly, should have been evacuated. So depending on how that goes, hoping the casualties are as low as they possibly can. But again, I don't know if it was massively bad or just a little bit bad. I have no clue. I haven't been on the news in 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. I'm a book reader. There are 6 Aegons in the book, and in the show with Jon Snow, there are now 7. Aegon from the book is rumored to be Rhaegar's kid, but it seems pretty obvious that he's a Blackfyre. Don't even fucking start to throw some other shit in there. Don't even. I know I'm off topic, but you saw the fight with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. No, I'm not real big into the fighting thing. I just took a peek every now and then. I am not a fighter by any means, like professional, not even fucking close. However, I loved fighting growing up, and I mean, loved it. Like, tried to train in Jeet Kune Do with, that's Bruce Lee's fighting style. Loved watching MMA, loved training, whether it was Tai Chi or boxing or Wing Chun. Loved all that shit. The nunchucks, you guys know I mess around with nunchucks. I even taught myself the nunchucks. Just loved it growing up. And when I popped on the McGregor fight with Mayweather, the one thing I couldn't watch the whole fight even if I wanted to, because there was so many opportunities where McGregor was just, he kept his hands down, and it bothered me so much to the point where I can't watch a fighter like that, you know, especially one that's going from, you know, MMA to boxing. If you don't want to have your hands down, at least just have them kind of up. But especially there's some shots where, like, if he threw a left in here, his right would be all the way swimming over to fucking over here. And I don't know why he's doing that shit. First off, you're telegraphing it when you're going to bring that around. Even if you do gain more power, you give the opponent more opportunity to see it fucking coming, to duck, and you even waste time. You know, you're not as snappy. It's just, I don't know, it's just frustrating. However, as far as a respect level, massive respect for Conor McGregor. Mayweather, he did his own thing. I mean, you give him the same amount of respect as any old fight. There was nothing new there. He's a boxer. He boxed. Massive respect for the boxing itself. However, huge, insane respect because Conor went, you know, out of his realm. You know, if Mayweather went into the ring, into the MMA, and fought Conor, I would give him the same massive, insanely, maybe even more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even more respect. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the fight though, I just was curious to see who would win and who would lose, just because of everyone else being so interested in it. It doesn't affect my life either way though, so I don't care. Yeah, Cersei plan won't work because Bran will know about it. Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, that's right. Bran will find out, or should find out some shit. And this is what kind of frustrates me with Magic, though, is because if Bran doesn't find out about some shit, well, Jaime's riding off. I'm hoping Jaime links up with the good guys, because, fuck, his sister got to go down, and let's keep Jaime alive. I think Theon has become completely redeemed in my eyes. At first, he saved Sansa. I was on the fence, but after the finale, I gave some respect for him. Just some, though. Yeah, I hear you on that. Who would you be... Wait, Ronnie, who would you be if you were a character on the show? Do I get to pick? I'm going to be Jon Snow. Are you shitting me? I mean, fuck, he's the absolute hero. And he gets some fine ass. You know, like the wildling chick. And now, Dany? Psh, that's not even... I mean, what did you think I was going to pick? Peter Baelish, Tyrion. No, you know what? Tyrion's got some fine tail too, and he lived the high life, so well, he might be runner-up. Bronn. No. Did I say that wrong? Yeah, Bronn. All right. I don't want to get pushed out of a fucking window. I'll make sure I pronounce that right. They are going to need the Golden Company to fight the dead. Hate to see if Ghost becomes a White Walker, or I'm going to start a GoFundMe to bring back the direwolves. For Season 8, elephants are coming for this war, but Cersei said it. I can't believe this is TV. I don't want to see elephants. If I can have my choice, just take the budget money. This is the final season. You know, think about this. How cool could you possibly show elephants in a war? In all honesty, I have no interest to see that. What's not even an elephant that was brought back from the Night King. Not at all interested. I'm interested in keep the dragons, bring the fucking direwolf back. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Knows what Cersei is all about. I like how no one asked Cersei where the sand snakes went to. Yeah. Bran, wait, what's weird is that Bran can see everything, but I missed the secret wedding. Yeah. I think he was speaking, and then, again, the magic stuff, but then you're missing stuff. I think they need to really clarify things, you know, like, I can, you know, potentially see everything. Like, he comes out, oh, I can see everything. Oh, so you know everything. 10 seconds later, there was this secret wedding, and Bran is like, get the fuck out of here. I didn't see that shit. Hold on. Holy fuck, you're right. You know, so, yeah. But here's the thing, though. In all fairness, generally speaking, he can see everything. Yeah. But he can't be in every place at every point in time. That would just take far too long. I mean, think about it. The world's so big. The history's so big. Even if you were just checking one person's life through 20, 30 years of their life, holy fuck, that's got to take you a while. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad about shit like that. Not mad at all. All right, we only got a few more minutes here. Oh, shit. I think I missed a big dog. Okay, I thought I missed a super chat, but I did not. For Season 8, elephants are coming. You killed it on the nunchucks, yo, for real. Thank you. I'm actually want to practice a little more and get a little better and faster. Well, once you know how to use them, it's just about getting faster and then picking up some other little, you know, tricks and shit. So, but they're great for your forearm though, and all your wrist muscles, forearm, arm muscles, and shoulder muscles. I mean, you do 2 minutes of nunchucks and you're burning. I mean, burning. I used to do nunchuck training for time yourself, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and I'm telling you what, after a while, it is your bones, your muscles are just fire. Oh, so no, we were talking about the fight. So now we were talking about the fight. No, we just brought it up momentarily. I prefer to stay on Game of Thrones though for us to finish it. I'm gonna. Oh, we already did that. Just a heads up, you can watch HBO Now on your PS4 now, so you can watch it on a big ass TV. I'm gonna try that. I didn't know that. You know nothing, Ron Snow. I think Jaime turned around and went back into King's Landing. I don't think that at all. I hope not. I would hate that. It was great that Winter finally got to King's Landing. Is it just me, or did you guys find it weird that they passed Bran's eyes? Bless you. Rolling into his head, and then they passed the Night King after. I didn't think it was weird. I just got here, had to finish Rick and Morty, but oh my god, obviously Jon Snow and Daenerys are going to have some babies. Yeah, they brought it up again. You know what I mean? Like, it's going down. It's going down for real. Physics are not perfect, Danny. I see they probably might have Arya take Jon's face and become the King of the North because she's more like Ned than anyone. I don't know. No way. What? Yeah, he was begging like a bitch. Arya's not going to take Jon's face. What are you, nuts? Bran watched every sex scene in Westeros. Bran gets his vision as he was skipping channels in the TV very fast. He only gets to watch snippets. Hi, Ronnie. Love your content. You're the one. Just kidding. Thank you. I think it's more than Bran has the ability to see everything rather than he's literally seen everything. Yeah, that's what I mean. I had Littlefinger's death spoiled by cunts on the internet. Still awesome to see, though. Finally, I didn't get spoiled by some little asshole. Some asshole spoiled the dragon dying. But you don't know if, you know, that's what it's really going to be. Someone just said, oh, the dragon dies, whoop-de-whoop. So that part was spoiled, and once the dragon dies, you kind of get that feeling like Yeah, well, it's dead. I mean, it's got to come back. So in a way, it's partially spoiling the rest of it as well. But I don't know. Well, I think Drogon will kill Viserion. Viserion, that's that right? Kind of makes me sad because Drogo killed Viserys. Oh, all right. Hey, maybe that was foreshadowing. That would be cool, since Drogo killed her brother, you know what I mean, and then she named the dragons the way she did. That would be some nice foreshadowing. You mean Arya kills Jon and takes his face? Never gonna happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way. There's no way. HBO should buy Doomsday Kingdom. They should. They definitely should. In 5 years. That's my goal. Will you do death predictions for season 8 of GOT? I don't know. I could probably, squeeze that out. I'm not doing it anytime soon, though. I'll probably process it a little bit, and then maybe if I do it, it'll be in a few months, No, I mean, I could probably pump one out in a month or two, give it some thought, because this is the easiest. I couldn't predict deaths for Game of Thrones, except for past a certain time. I mean, I probably would have been horrible, because in all honesty, there's a lot of characters I would have predicted, or like in Game of Thrones seasons 1, 2, and 3. At this point in time, I would have, like the Hound, I would have never thought he would have came back and still been in the show. The Hound, Jorah, even Brienne, like these are all characters that I thought would have been, killed already. It seems like they're holding more and more, and for me, I'm fine, because that means we might even get a lot of deaths in the coming season, which obviously, if this is the big last hurrah, it might be crazy. I'm glad Jaime finally has had enough of Cersei shit. Me too. Let's just think about how action-packed the last season will be. Oh, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, Bran has a scary resemblance to the Night King. He does. I don't believe in any way that he's the Night King. I have to tell you, I just don't. But he has a resemblance, absolutely. But you know what else I heard? I heard they recast the Night King. I heard they recast him either this season or last season, which means originally, and I haven't gone back to look, originally he might not have looked as closely to Bran as he does now. And if that's the case, maybe they never planned for that at all. I hope they don't plan for that, because in Game of Thrones, how do you do that? Because when Bran and the Three-Eyed Raven, when they travel time, they just see it in visions. So how in the hell would they do that? You know what I'm saying? He can't actually transport into the future, into the past. He just sees it. So how in the hell would he be the Night King? I'm not buying that at all. And I don't think I even like that idea. If they were to do that, I think I would just be like, no. Were you disappointed there wasn't more major deaths besides Littlefinger? For this, no. For this, not at all. Because, again, we have this whole nother... I know a lot of people were like, oh, Tormund should have died in the episode previously, and whoop-de-whoop. And I'm still like, no. Even killing him in this episode, I'm like, no. Because we have this final season for the big final showdown between Cersei and... Now it is just Cersei. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Cersei and her armies that she's going to buy. And the undead, and fuck, kill him then. I mean, damn. I'd wait for them to kill him. I watched the whole season on my PS4 off HBO Now, so it's available at the same time as everyone else live. Yeah, same as my phone. I got HBO Now, so... and I was telling people on Facebook, I was like, it's funny because I could skip right to the end and then post in the thing and spoil it for somebody. I would never do that in a million years, but you get the whole, episode right there at 9. AMC, I hate that shit. If you miss it or if you're late to watch it, they don't post it to Amazon until the next morning. So you gotta wait. You can't... It's not even like, oh, it's over. It aired already. Okay, pop it on Amazon. No, they wait till the next day. It sucks. Probably just a coincidence, though, that they look alike. I think it's a coincidence. Littlefinger died. Please tell me. Alright, Littlefinger died. Please tell me. Yeah, he's dead. If you meant like, oh my god, I got spoiled, you're on the wrong thing here, bud. We're talking about the finale. These whites are far more dangerous than walkers. I think they would be, yeah. Fast moving, and it's magic too. It's not like the Walker thing. So yeah, pretty sure Tormund is alive. I think he is. He has to be. They wouldn't kill him off screen like that. The scenes when Arya nicks the Night King's face. What? Do you think that a Doomsday Kingdom TV series is possible? Yeah, sure. I would never in a million years be like, oh, that's definitely going to happen, because there's a lot standing in the way of that shit happening. Let's just get people interested in the comic first, but in reality, yeah, anything that gets popular enough has the potential to become a movie, a TV show, a video game. That's just simply how the world works. Game of Thrones was just an idea, and then it became a book. Mad people read the book, and then it became a show. Same thing with everything else. So obviously, since I'm the writer, yeah, I would be a little more biased. So maybe don't take my opinion. Maybe take the fan base's opinion. See what they say. They'll probably have a clearer opinion about it than I would, because I would just say yes. Yeah, he wears a similar outfit as the Night King. Oh, Nix, you mean clothes? Is that like a Irish word for clothes or something? I didn't know that. I see what you mean, yeah. I'm still not buying it that he's related to the Night King at all. Unless they come up with a really good reason for that to happen. I don't know. I really want to see Arya take on White Walker assassin style with her dagger. That'd be insane. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's Valyrian steel, too. I forgot. There has been 3 different Night King actors, but this one has been the main Night King since season 5. Okay. Who do you think and want to end up in the Iron Throne by the end of season 8? You know, right now, I think the miserable ending is too predictable. Like having everyone killed off, or having the Lannisters win, or having, somebody else get the throne. Like a rope-a-dope where Jon and Dany die, but they take out the Lannisters. And I don't know, like their child is born. Wow, they would have to speed up time. Their child is born, but everyone else declares that they're gonna raise the child and give him good counsel, like Tyrion and shit like that. And then he'll become the ruler, after. So they could give us some crazy shit like that. But me personally, if you're gonna end it, just have it Jon and Dany at this point in time, unless I see it taken a different direction. Like I said, my original prediction was that the Whites and the army of the undead was going to take out the Iron Throne, like destroy it and all that, like destroy the whole town, and maybe that's where the big battle happens, which money-wise, budget-wise, I don't even know if that's possible, because then they would have to make it past the north, you know what I mean? They would have to go through Winterfell, most likely. So I doubt that's even possible. However, that was my original prediction, but now I'm thinking maybe they're not going to go that far. Maybe it'll just be Jon and Dany end up together on the throne. I thought Cersei and Grey Worm were dead this season, but I was wrong. Yeah, he wears a similar outfit. I think Peter is going to betray Jon and Dany. Wait, why? Peter, what? Picture the Hodor death scene. His visions can't affect the past. Can't affect the past. Picture the Hodor. Yeah, listen to me though. It can affect the past, but you can't transfer the body to the future of the past unless we've seen that. We seen that Ned heard his son call out to him. We know the Hodor scene, but you're not making any sense, or convincing me, I should say, as to how Bran can be the Night King and Bran at the same point in time. Like, Night King Bran would have to be future Bran. Can't be past Bran. He'd have to be future Bran. So how in the world are they right then and there at the same point in time? Just because of the Hodor and the, Ned hearing his son call out to him, that doesn't mean that they can be existing in the same point in time. He warged into young Hodor and screwed him up, though. That's changing the past, isn't it? I agree with you that it was super complicated and screwy. Bran being the Night King is the silliest theory so far. There has been a theory going around about how present-day Bran is every single Brandon Stark in the past. Oh, now you guys are fucking with me. So Viserion gonna decay. I saw holes in the wing. I thought the holes in the wings were unnecessary. Like, he should have the wound, but we don't need a, you know, like the horse that was all skeleton like that's badass looking. But for me, I'm like, okay, that was a horse that was damaged in some type of battle and it's missing half its face and it was brought back from the dead. But the dragon, maybe he cut some of his wings on the ice, I don't know, or the fall. He did take a pretty hard fall. Maybe that's what it was, or that's what they're thinking was. I think it's going to end with democracy being established. That could be it, but I don't know if all this way for the Iron Throne just to be like, oh, democracy wins. I kind of feel like that's like, I don't know, I feel like it would come off as someone's agenda rather than an authentic, you know, organic storytelling. I just got here, so I don't know if you answered this already, but what did you think of the finale? Well, you can rewind it and get my full thoughts and opinions, you lazy fucker. I liked it, though. I liked it. Throne will be destroyed. I hope so. I hope so. I'm strangely rooting for the Night King to win. What about Dany and Jon sacrificing their child to the Night King like Craster did with his children? No way. Just a thought, but it would be a surprising ending. No, because, yo, Craster did that to create more. You know what I'm saying? To go to war. So, like, that's the reason why he wanted the kid. So think about it. What good would a kid do in peace to give up? I mean, he doesn't just want babies. It's not like the Night King is like, ooh, I like babies. You know what I mean? He was using those. And I don't want to say he was using them to create the White Walkers, right? You guys can clue me in because I did hear so many different people saying it was the White Walkers. I just thought he was taking them and, you know, well, all right, yeah, the White Walkers, sure, because the whites are all like, you know, risen undead people, so I thought he was just using them to create his White Walkers, but yeah, I don't think he would just stop. Am I in the wrong part of YouTube? Probably. Bran being every Bran is Stark is actually a theory. I don't know how or what that means. Jon and Dany Baby is the one who sits on the Iron Throne. Yeah, that's... yeah. Oh, Peter isn't Peter Dinklage, a.k.a. Tyrion. Oh, well, maybe because Peter's not a fucking character. I don't think Peter... Listen, he came all this way with Dany. I mean, I would hate Tyrion if it was all a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine Tyrion betraying Dany and Jon. For what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I bought into his bullshit. Wait, what about Ripped to the Wall? Oh God, I read the Dany quote on the video cover photo. Jorah has been permanently put in the friend zone. Laugh out loud, poor bastard. Yeah, he survived. Now I forgot what it was. Grayscale and everything. I don't even watch the show, but I still enjoy the stream. Thank you very much. We're ending in the next couple minutes. It's that time. My kids got school tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to get up a video tomorrow for something. Season 8. We're having a little change too here. We got the Patreon. Let me put this out there. The Patreon stream, Patreon only, is coming in a couple days. I'll probably post on Patreon when it's coming, but I just checked on that. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'll post in a couple days. We'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm making it because of the ad revenue and different things. I'm making some changes. You guys will like some of the changes, but it'll be we're going for quality rather than uploads. However, there will be days where you get like 7 days with 7 uploads because you'll see. I'm tweaking some things and I'm testing some things out. But you'll see. It'll be coming where we'll get back to the consistent videos, and it'll be where I can just talk like I am, and then I'll have those consistent uploads. But I'm gonna start a code where, like for an example, the thumbnail will have my Let's Talk logo, and when you see that, you know, because last thing I want to do is clickbait people to come to the channel. When you see that logo, it's a talking head video only. And then when you don't see that logo, it's one of the more time-consuming editing style videos. I'm setting something up like that, so just hang tight. So that way you can tell by the thumbnail right from the gate. Clegane Bowl, get hype. The White Walkers want world domination. Tormund will be king. Yeah. No, nothing, how? No, that's just silly. They have something in common. Yo, Ronnie, did you find Tyrion's reaction to witnessing Johnny and Dan hooking up odd? Yeah, I found it odd. I talked about this a little bit ago on this stream. I thought it was odd. I didn't like it. I would like it if he was just worried that she was getting in over her head. He was worried she's falling in love and she needs to focus on the war, you know. But if he's like creeping out, I don't like that. Tyrion shipped the last episode. Wait, what? When Jon went in the room, it was strange. Yeah, check out some GOT theory channels when you can, Ronnie. Super in-depth stuff that makes Thrones much more enjoyable, I think. I'm real cautious about some of them because Game of Thrones is something I like going into without knowing the books and what's coming ahead. I think it's a little easier now since the show is ahead of the books, so that might help. But I do want to go back and I enjoy listening about the history and the lore, some of the stuff we've already been through. But I always avoided it because of the books. But now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the books are behind the show now. Tyrion, wait, where we are. Ronnie, are you still making 32 cents a day on here? I haven't looked since that. I hope to God not. I'm not kidding. It wasn't bullshit or a sales pitch when I said I stopped looking or relying on YouTube ad revenue. You know, and I know YouTube is full of people who, I'm being honest with you, I'm the realist, you know, I don't lie and I don't clickbait, and like everyone says that shit on YouTube. But if you will believe one thing I say, I shit you not when I said that, I don't even check it anymore. Trump's least favorite episode. Oh, the wall came down. I see what you did there. Is season 8 in 2019? No, it's in 2018. From what I know, it's in 2018. It might be pushed back or delayed by a couple months. I wouldn't think a whole year. Houston is in dire straits. There's not much we can. Please help Houston. Yeah, everyone, go look into that and give Houston a help. Shout out. Everyone's on that stuff though. Everyone who's, you know, helping out is on Twitter and doing their thing. Our live chat can't really help much. Plus, we're ending in a minute. Everyone hearing though, you know, go do your thing. Go to Twitter or whatever. Though I'm sure they'll have hotline numbers, or you can find different ways everyone can help out. I gotta look too. I don't even know how bad it is, but apparently it's bad. This Renee is saying it's dire straits. I thought Tyrion was just realizing maybe Jon could be her successor. That might be something, but maybe the way his face was kind of like, you son of a bitch, you know. Was great. That little finger acted like a bitch knowing he was going to be killed. Yeah, I loved every moment of that. He started crying. It was glorious. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that. How's the response from Doomsday Kingdom issue 1, also release of issue 2? The response from just this channel alone is insane. It's insane. By the time we finish selling the first print, we're gonna match numbers that are the minimum numbers for to qualify for Diamond distribution, because they have a minimum of 2,000 issues with $6,000 in sales. And our first print, I mean, I hope to God we sell it, but our first print, you know, I'm hoping to God it's somewhere in that ballpark. Thought it was dumb that all the seasons it was the Night Watch that protected the wall, and then season 7 runs around and it happens at Eastgate. Who do you think is Azor Ahai? I think it can only be Jon, right? Is it not him anymore? Season 8 script got leaked, so they pushed it to 2019 to I don't believe that at all. One Strange Guy, I don't believe that for 1 minute, not at all. I really hope HBO sorts out the leaks for the next season. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that, but I just don't believe that. You know, thought it was dumb. Maybe they would say that. No, I'm gonna look into that. I don't know. That just seems, because listen, when you have a story, you got the story. You know, God forbid anything happens. I mean, you're fucked. You can't rewrite the entire story. You know, you'd have to rewrite everything if the honest to God script was leaked, which I'd be careful on that, because they should be writing it now. Not even finished it. They should have it. And we're not talking outlines, and they have it, you know, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They know an outline, they know some details, but I don't believe for a moment that every single episode from every single, you know, every single script in every single episode was leaked online. They don't have one big master script. It's per episode. Right now, I just don't believe it. I'm going to look into it, though. So was the dragon breathing fire or ice, or was it blue fire? Blue fire, from what it looks like. I really hope HBO sort out the leaks for next season. I don't think he was jealous. I think Tyrion was just thinking, well, fuck this. Is going to cause a shit ton of drama when we get to Winterfell. I hope so. I prefer that. At least this is what I heard from another YouTuber who does Game of Thrones spoilers. Oh, see, yeah. If another YouTuber says it, I don't believe it. Not unless they show you proof, you know. And I'm not dissing anyone else. Maybe they, you know what time of day it is. But if they knew, they would give you a proof. Like, look, such and such said it. Here's where I got that information. Links in the description. And if they didn't do that, don't believe them. You know. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Pancake. The leaks were proven fraud. They are estimating the show will come back in late 2018, early 2019. This is going to die. All right, we got 2 minutes. Let's wrap it up. I really appreciate everyone coming out. I thought I'd hop on here and do like a 30-minute live stream, but as usual, I have fun and I can't shut up. But I'm going to get rolling, though, because I got to get my daughter off to school. And busy day tomorrow for Doomsday Kingdom, getting the orders out for the signatures. All the signatures are going to ship tomorrow, and then Tuesday we're starting to ship all the orders, the individual orders. So, and first come, first serve, except for what is, you know, going from person to person, getting signed. So let's see, where's the comments at? What do you think happens with the Theon story? I don't think much can happen except for him fighting his uncle. Either win or lose. If he loses and dies. If he wins, he gets his sister back and he gains some honor. If you think about it for a character, he pretty much has to win or have some type of success. It just doesn't make any sense for it to go a different direction. Hey, Legend Ronnie, hope you're having a good one. I am. You too. Theon will forge Valyrian. What? I love way too much. I think I love it more than The Walking Dead, to be honest. Never thought I'd say it, but I am as hyped about The Walking Dead as I have been. Wait, not as hyped. I'm the same way, in all honesty. Everything coming out with The Walking Dead, it just has a negative cloud, and it doesn't feel like we're getting the same hype. Like, listen, I saw a post today that said Fear the Walking Dead returns in 2 weeks, and I was like, whoa, 2 weeks? Holy shit, that was like a ninja walker that shit snuck up on us. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. There's something missing, and it is, you know, the vibe and all that shit. That hurts the community. It hurts the excitement levels. It hurts this, and I talked about it briefly before, but that plays a part in it, and that's why they always do damage control, and they have their PR teams make sure everything is great. Oh, there's no problems, because once you start inserting those problems, you know, viewers, I don't know, it's like a mood killer, you know what I'm saying? If you start hearing that the cast and crew are just hating on each other, there's budget cuts, people are suing each other, all this stuff, it feels like there's not much to get invested into, because the show, you know, might get cut, you might get actors out of there that will jam up, and don't sit there and scream that'll never happen. It's already happened. Frank Darabont gone. Dale, gone. Dale was not supposed to die then and there. Like, these characters are gone, and Andrea is dead because of problems, internal problems. And the budget caused problems in season 2. The budget also caused problems in season 3. The change of the showrunner in season 3. So when you get stuff like that, if it is even worse than what happened in the past, that's going to bleed into the fan base. It's going to bleed into the fans' enjoyment, everything as a whole. Because listen, if everything's going great and you get a weak Walking Dead episode, it's easy to brush it off. But if all you're hearing is negative shit, all you're hearing is the budget and AMC is greedy, they don't want to pay what they need to pay for a good solid episode, we have these bottle episodes because they don't want to do this, we have less war or stretched out, or there's all these talking episodes and yada 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 yada. If you hear all that, you're not going to brush it off as easy as you were when everything was great. You know what I mean? So, what is this? 6 episodes? What are we hearing here? I feel the same. The hype for The Walking Dead is at a low for me. Really wish it wasn't, because this meant where the show is at its best. AMC sucks. I blame AMC for the lack of hype. The Walking Dead was done because Carolyn Morgan and Ben were fucking stupid. Like that guy, just let him tackle him. Laugh out loud. Thanks for doing a live stream. I was nice surprised. Didn't expect to see you in my notifications. Appreciate it. I feel the same way to hype. Yeah, the hype for The Walking Dead is killing it for a lot of people. How many episodes are they saying will be in season 8? Damn it, there's only 6? I heard there was 7 in both. Season 7 and season 8 were supposed to be 7. Seems like a lot to squeeze into 6 episodes unless they're extended. Is that confirmed? First of his names, Resurrect the Expansion. It's going to be The Walking Dead. Might stop walking, and that's sad. Listen, no. The Walking Dead is not going to just end. The Walking Dead will bleed out slowly. It's too big of a franchise to just end. It is impossible, you know? They got the best of the best lawyers on that shit. They will drag it out for as long as they can. They'll do this, that, and the third. And even if they lose, it'll take years anyway. And then, you know, worst case scenario, The Walking Dead, worst case scenario, it bleeds out over a few seasons. It's not just gonna, oh, it's canceled next year, you know? Seriously though, when Dani finds out she's not the true heir, do you think that would cause a shitstorm? Yes, and I'm not looking forward to it. The Walking Dead has also done inconsistent stuff like Ninja Walkers, like how Walker can sneak up. Pancake, yes and no. There's times where I see fans say Ninja Walkers when it wasn't really a Ninja Walker. Like, for example, when a character is shooting a gun. I love shooting guns, love it like a motherfucker, and your ears are not, there's a ringing, put it that way, and you're not going to hear a walker sneaking up on you. We hear it as the viewer because we're not the ones shooting guns. However, if you're just simply walking through the woods and there's a walker, that is a true Ninja Walker, and that's what we make fun of. But the moments where we're shooting guns and shit, in my opinion, it doesn't count because you as the character will not hear that walker. But they still need to put it in the sound, you know, because that's one thing that they don't do. They won't put it in the sound. And it's cheap. It's dumb. I think it's shitty. One more here. I'm going to watch Walking Dead, but I still hope they don't spend a whole episode with one character. I think they said that was done with. Yeah, Walking Dead is going to dry out, which would be horrible, but I'm afraid because it looks like that's going to happen. The Walking Dead has been... alright. Alright, well, we can hate on The Walking Dead another day. Thank you for everyone stopping by and supporting the channel. Thank you. Massive thank you to all the patrons supporting and also the people supporting with the super chats, helping to keep the channel alive. I'm out of here. Got to go get some shut-eye. Like the clothes should have been dirty if their ears are ringing. Wait, oh, my Ninja Walker comment. The rest was shooting guns and ears ringing, but then their face won't be dirty. Wait, what? One last comment. The rest was they shoot guns and ears ringing, but when their face won't be dirty. I have no fucking clue what you're saying. Like their clothes should be dirty if their ears are ringing. I don't know what their clothes being dirty has to do with their ears ringing, but I like The Walking Dead still. Don't worry, Ronnie. Oh, I'm not worried. You can like it or hate it. It's not going to bother me. And then the only reason why The Walking Dead is at its worst is because this season wasn't action-packed. Yeah, good night, guys. Yeah, sorry, Pancake. I have no idea what you're talking about with dirty clothes and ears ringing, but we'll continue this next time. All right, good night. I'm out of here. Thank you a lot, everybody. The entire Matt family. Stay tuned for Doomsday Kingdom updates. Also, if you look up the Doomsday Kingdom YouTube channel, just Doomsday Kingdom, and then search for the channels, I'm going to be doing mini videos on there for just the Doomsday Kingdom people. That way I'm not flooding this with random stuff. All right.